It's time for you to start schooling.
What? I just started play schools.
Now, Leo. Everyone needs an education.
I'm your teacher. Welcome to school. Not paid to answer questions. Get on.
Chris, did you drink my water? Oh, hey, man, I was just doing some work. Yeah? Not again! I am not!
What the bloody hell are you two talking about?
Arthur, what type of sorcery Harry Potter shit are you on where your glasses stay on your face, but your ears are on the top of your head?
Science tells us the universe goes forever. The space-time calliope contains infinite worlds and alien species. We need to understand the concept of forever.
What about your horse? He realized the meaning of the universe back when we were 6.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Got this expired lottery ticket and a knife. My mom's got class.
You might want to give that a minute or two. That's less of a good duck.
But I belong only to one girl. Nowhere can I see more clearly than into her heart.
Of her. Okay. Cheese? Yes, please. Yeah, okay, just say what.
Now, bravest warriors, and dream of doors and keys, and Ralph Waldo Pickle's gift is for her.
Experimentation by Lutece in Columbia leads her to make contact with a male version of herself from Booker's universe using Morse code derived from manipulating the wave function of the particle. Further testing and the combined intellect of the Luteces leads them to develop trans-dimensional technology in Columbia. After working as the strong arm of the Pinkertons, he settles into a job as a private investigator, meets his wife and has a baby, Anna. The ulterior motive in this is that she wants to make contact with the male version of herself. Assault on New York, and maybe even the rest of America, the world, or other dimensions thereafter. You across dimensions, and whether you can break the cycle, unlike all the Bookers previously who have failed on heads, but Booker's guesses may vary. The choices the Luteces give you throughout the game are perhaps their own way of marking which universe they're observing. Shown to you, you only live one of the infinite number of possible endings. They're all happening constantly and simultaneously until the circle. She sees all the dimensions and where they converge. She sees all the realities where Comstock rose to power and all the dimensions where Booker has failed to stop him, where outside of time and space. Booker will kill himself now, and every instance on every path shows DeWitt and Elizabeth walking to that end. In the final bit, because all those divergent and fractured paths share a common origin, Booker and Elizabeth travel back to the point where Comstock is born, or rather,
version of this famous thought experiment. You put a cat in a bunker with some unstable gunpowder that has a 50% chance of blowing up in the next minute, and a 50% chance of doing nothing. When we look in the bunker, we don't know whether the cat is dead or alive, and when we do look, it is either dead or alive. So if we repeat the experiment, the quantum mechanical interpretation is that before we look, the cat is in a superposition. It's both dead and alive, and our act of looking forces nature's decision, tangled with the outcome of the experiment. And it's our observation of the experiment that forces nature to collapse to one option or the other. But we're like the cat too. Either the cat dies and we see it dead, or the cat lives and we see it alive. So who's observing us to force nature to collapse to one reality in parallel within a larger multiverse? This collapsing to one reality problem is one of the biggest unanswered questions in quantum physics. So for Kitty's sake, can I have...
You care about me. I know you care about me. I know you. Yeah. There's a to rush through. Grown infants wait somewhere.
Gigantic earthquake, asteroid. Well, this in the nuclear case, you've got to say we take it quite seriously. An epidemic that would be more infectious and would spread faster than Ebola did. This is the greatest risk of a huge tragedy. We don't need to invest nearly what we do in military preparedness. This is something where less than $1 billion a year on R&D, cross-training the military so they can play a role in terms of all the logistics here. This can be done, and we may not get many more warnings to say, okay, it's a pretty modest investment to avoid something that really, in terms of the human condition, would be a gigantic setback.
Milk it like you milk me.
I'm gonna suck you like